All right, so now it's time to go head-to-head for the Giants and the Vikings game on Saturday. Shaun, let's see who we've got first. Leonard Williams against Vikings offensive lineman Ed Ingram. Now, Leonard's tied for third on the Giants with 10 quarterback hits, and you'll recall he's had 2 huge fourth-quarter fumble recoveries, not just against Washington last week, but earlier in the season when he sealed the deal against Baltimore. Ingram, second-round pick out of LSU. He has allowed a league-high 9 sacks so far this year, but the Giants know his game is all about power.
I think experience does matter, especially in the league. But at the same time, I still watch film on a guy the same way, regardless of what year he is. You know what I mean? Because if I go into a game underestimating my opponent, that would be bad. And, I just try to pick up on as much tendencies and stuff like that as possible. But, knowing that he's a rookie, there's definitely some things that I could use in my advantage being a vet,
And quickly, from what I see about him, he's more of a power player than it is anything else. Do you see the same?
Yeah, I think he's a pretty good power player. He has some long arms and is pretty decent in the run game. I'm going to try to have to find ways to exploit him in the pass rush and other ways in the run game as well.
I know Leonard Williams got to be licking his chops right now as he watches film on Ed Ingram. You mentioned it, league-leading 9 sacks. For Leonard Williams, he does such a great job with his hands, and that's one of the reasons why he's able to capitalize on not only dominating the line of scrimmage in the run game, but escaping these blockers in the pass game. He's got a great push-pull. Now, the thing that I'm looking forward to with Leonard Williams is if you want to slow down Dalvin Cook in this outside zone running game, you've got to control the guards. So that's Leonard's biggest challenge. Listen, I think Ed Ingram has had an up-and-down season, but he's played his best football in the last couple of weeks. Just 1 sack in the last 4 games. Now, when you look at where he has been vulnerable, it's been that inside move. So for Leonard, he's going to try to bait him into thinking that he's beating him to the outside on pass rushes. On 3rd and 9, he's going to try to beat him with that speed rush, and then he's going to counter with the inside move. So that will be a little cat and mouse game on 3rd down. But really where I think Leonard is focusing, Paul, is 1st and 2nd down, trying to slow down this run game, get them into 3rd and long.
And of course, the Giants with their 41% blitz percentage, highest in the league, they might send guys in that A-gap too to help out Williams just a little bit. All right, we go to the next head-to-head matchup. Daniel Bellinger against veteran safety Harrison Smith. Now, Bellinger, with his 25 receptions, that is 3rd amongst rookie tight ends this year. 19 were picked in the draft, so that's a pretty good number for him. And, of course, he's coming back off of that eye injury. Last week, only missed 1 snap. Smith, 6-time Pro Bowler, tied for 3rd in the NFL with 5 interceptions. He has been a ball hawk. The Giants know they need to be wary of him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a great player. So we have to watch him all the time. We have to key him for a lot of different things. And specifically for the tight ends, we have to watch him on star pressure and safety pressures and just make sure we know where he's at.
It's been great to see Daniel Bellinger back out on the field, not just from the player production standpoint, but as a receiver, but what he does in the run game, Paul. And I think he's been such a great on-the-move blocker for the Giants. He allows them to do a lot of different things in both their run game and the play-action passing game. I think for Daniel, one of the keys really is going to be when he breaks that huddle, find out where Harrison Smith is, because not just in one-on-one coverage or man coverage does he have me, but he is going to dictate what kind of coverage you have. Harrison Smith loves to play cat and mouse with the quarterback. He loves to be deep and then on the snap come up much shallower, or start off closer to the line of scrimmage, showing one type of coverage, and on the snap he rotates back to the other. So, this is going to be an interesting to just see what kind of concepts they're using and how Harrison Smith can kind of show that hand before the ball is snapped. So Daniel Jones is going to be watching him. For Bellinger, look, I don't think Bellinger is going to be one of those guys that runs by Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith is very athletic. You mentioned it. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler. He's seen a lot of football. So you're not going to really beat him mentally and with speed. I think really Bellinger's got to be physical with him. Harrison Smith has given up 2 touchdowns this season. One of them to DeAndre Hopkins in the red zone, and another one was on a weird deep ball where a referee ran into one of the defenders against the Commanders and ended up being a touchdown. So he's still playing at a very high level.
Yeah, it's talking about touchdowns, though. He can also take them the other way. He's got 4 pick sixes in his 11 NFL seasons, including one against the Giants back in 2015. Ran one back 35
We've
yards
eliminated that from our
for
memory.
a score. I don't blame you. It was cold that night, too. That'll do it for head-to-head this week.